What's up, beautiful people? Welcome or welcome back to the channel. This is a collective reading for anybody and everybody who clicks on this video. Let's take a deep breath. Inhale and exhale. Thank you. So this is going to be a reading for whatever messages you need to hear whenever you click on this video. It is timeless, but please keep in mind that it may not resonate with you. Take only what feels right and leave the rest for someone else. I heard, did you feel the shift? Do you feel the shift in energy? What messages does the collective need to hear today, Spirit? We're using the Modern Witch Tarot. Some of you, that is your first sign. We're seeing the Six of Wands. The number 6 could be following you. You could be born on the 6th. The Six of Wands is my social media card. It's also a card that talks about success and victory, overcoming some sort of obstacle, winning a battle, winning the war, being victorious. It also is my card of having a lot of eyes on you. So some of you are very attractive right now, or you're going to be in the near future. A lot of eyes on you. Some of you have been thinking about doing social media work, or maybe you already work online. You do social media work already. Some of you have been thinking about it, and I'm getting now is the time for you to really act on it. Now is the time for you to really bring that vision to life. Yeah, some of you are going to be working online. There's literally a computer here too. I'm also getting that for some of you, this could be an at-home job or like a remote job. Some of you are going to be working at home online. I feel like you've been wanting that. I'm also getting something about a 4-day work week. Some of you are going to have a 4-day work week, or you already do have a 4-day work week. Tell me more. There's also a lot of eyes on your work. A lot of eyes on your work. People are really liking what you're posting. People are really liking the work that you're doing. I did get this message earlier today from my Virgo channel that said, we need your art. So this could be a message that's coming through for you too. We need your art. Whatever you've been working on, whatever you have stored away, because I know some of you have like poems, books, songs, pieces of art, videos, just sitting, just waiting in the drafts. There's a word that I'm getting, but I can't think of it. So we'll let it go. But I feel like some of you have things that you've already worked on. Maybe they aren't perfect, but perfect doesn't have to be complete. Complete isn't the same thing as perfect. Just put it out there. Share your art, share your work. Some of you haven't been getting any new creative ideas because you have all of this stuff just sitting around, collecting dust, collecting energy, holding on to your energy, right? So if you just put it out there, even if it's not perfect, then you'll be able to complete it and move on to something else. Especially with the Hermit card here, you could be a Virgo, or you could be a perfectionist, have perfectionist tendencies, people-pleasing tendencies, but you're being guided to get over that. I feel like some of you are already in this energy of like, you know what? I don't care if it's perfect. I don't care if I'm perfect. I don't care if other people like it. Do I like it? Yes, that's all that matters. So I'm putting it out there. I'm sharing my art with the world. It could be any way, any way that you create art, any type of art that you create. It could be tarot reading, it could be graphic design, it could be websites, it could be writing, it could be drawing, painting, it could be makeup. Any way that you create art, it could be videos, content, any art. It's time to share it with the world. I'm getting a lot of eyes on you. You're supposed to be in the public eye for some of you. You're supposed to be doing some sort of public eye work, some sort of work in the public eye. The collective needs your work, the collective needs your art. Your community needs to see what you have. They need to see your stuff. The Ace of Swords, this is the truth. This is the truth. And I feel like some of you, you know this, but you've been hesitant. And for some of you, this message keeps coming up. That was a part of the Virgo reading that I did too, where it was like messages that keep repeating for you. For some of you, this is a message that keeps repeating. You're supposed to be in the public eye. Share your work. We need your art. Show yourself off. Be confident. Put yourself in the public eye. And for those of you who I'm speaking to, this is something that you actually do desire. But maybe you didn't think that you were good enough. Maybe you didn't think that your work was good enough. Maybe you didn't think that people were going to like you. This isn't somebody who's like, I don't want to be in the public eye. I don't want that. No, it's not that type of energy. This is somebody who really does desire it, but has been holding back out of fear or has been holding back for whatever reason. And Spirit is like, no, now is the time for you to really share yourself with the world, share your gifts with the world. We gave you these gifts. We want you to share them. Okay. You are gifted. I don't know who needed to hear that, but you are gifted, especially whatever you do for work or whatever you want to do for work, because I know some of you are not doing the work that you want to be doing, but you will be soon. Yeah, the Emperor. I see some of you becoming your own bosses, or some of you being very successful with this type of work that you want to do. It's all about taking action and allowing yourself to do it, pushing through the fear. I'm hearing that the fear is an illusion, and the fear is really only of the unknown. You're only afraid of what you don't know. That's where this Hermit energy is coming in. But if you reflect and you go in within, you'll see that you have nothing to be afraid of, because this work is a part of your destiny. It's a part of your path. It's a part of your soul's mission. If you go within, you know that. You know that you're supposed to be sharing your art with the world. You know that you're supposed to be sharing this gift and creating. Yeah, the Ten of Pentacles. It's literally an ancestral gift. Something that's been passed down to you from your ancestors, from your spirit guides, from your angels, from God, literally. There's some sort of gift here that's going to lead to abundance and wealth, family, all of it, the dream life, the dream home. That's why you're being guided to share your gifts with the world, because it's going to improve your life, but it's going to improve the life of those connected to you. It's also going to improve your community's life. Your art impacts your community too. Your art makes an impact on the community too, and on the people around you too, on friends and family too. I saw this message yesterday about starting a business. So some of you might be starting a business, or this is like really that push to start a business, to start an online business, to put your business online on social media, however that resonates. But the person who was in the video, she was talking about when she started her business, she just started it as if she was like already successful. And that's the type of energy that I'm being guided to push onto you too, is to just start as if you're already successful, as if it's inevitably going to be successful. And also, she didn't share it with her friends. She didn't share with her friends and family members the name of this business. She made it look like it was somebody else's business entirely while she was posting about it on social media. So maybe you do want to keep some things from family or friends or people around you for now, because a lot of people are not going to just buy from people that they know, right? Some they do, because they love you and they care about you and they want to support you. But not a lot of people, if they know it's yours, are going to support it. It's just what I'm hearing in the beginning. So it's better to make them think that it's like a hot up and coming brand that doesn't have any connection to you at first. And then when they find out oh, this is your brand the entire time, this is your business the entire time, you've been doing this whole time, I didn't even know, that's so great, I want to give you even more money. But at first there is some sort of negative energy that you want to avoid, is what I'm getting. So hopefully that makes sense and resonates for someone. Tell me more. You are gifted. For sure. Anything else for this message? The Eight of Cups. Some of you, it is time to move. It is time to think about moving within the next 8 to 10 months. I see that you will be moving. I just feel like you've outgrown your current environment, or you're outgrowing your current circumstances. You've gotten all that you were going to get from this place at this time. You may come back to where you are now in the future, but right now I feel like you need something new. You need something else. You need to go somewhere else. And there's a reason for it, and it's very specific to each and every one of you, and you're either going to figure that out or you already know that. For some of you, I'm channeling where you are right now, your gift can't grow, or you can't expand with your gift, with your art, but there is another place that specifically is designed for this gift, if that makes sense. Let's say you live in a really, really small town, countryside. There's not a lot of people doing music, right? There's not a lot of musicians, people who play music, people who produce music, people who are putting music out into the world, but you want to be a musician. So you're going to go somewhere that is specifically designed to help musicians. Does that make sense? That's something that's coming up. Some of you want to do music. Some of you want to pursue music. So you're going to do it. You're going to allow yourself to do it. You're being guided to do it, to put your work out there, to put your art out there, to share your art with the world. Some of you, though, I do see you moving for your gift, or moving so that you can expand on your gift, whether it's music or something else entirely. That part doesn't really matter. I was just giving you an example, but some of you, you are feeling this pull to move, and I feel like that's right for you. You're going to see signs and synchronicities that that's the right move and the right choice for you. The universe is going to send you like license plates, send you videos on your For You page talking about that location, things like that. You're going to start seeing a lot of signs and synchronicities. You might even start meeting people who originally are from that location or who lived in that location for a while, and you can kind of ask them questions, pick their brain about it, things like that. The universe is going to show you signs and synchronicities that that's the right place for you to go, and that's where you're being called to go. It feels like your spirit or like a spirit guide is calling you somewhere. They're like, here, come here, come here. I just heard come back home. Come back home. So maybe you moved away to try to like pursue a dream and it isn't working, or it hasn't worked, and so now you're being guided to come back home, or come back to an area that feels like home, if that makes sense. You may not need to go home, if you even have a home to go back to, but maybe you go back to a place that feels like home, or maybe you go try to find a place that feels like home. Yeah. I mean, you are home, so wherever you go is going to feel like home. You are home. But there is something here about like come back home that could resonate for some of you. That's where your gifts are meant to be like developed, and that's where they're going to flourish, and that's where the money is going to flow and things like that. All right, I just keep seeing something about moving. Some of you have been getting this message that you're going to move, and you are. I see in the next 8 months. For some of you 10 months with the 10 of Pentacles. In the next 8 to 10 months, some of you are moving, or you're going to be figuring out where you're supposed to move. Okay. Let's pull a Moonology Oracle card for any other messages for the collective. Any other messages that the collective needs to hear? We're seeing emotions are running high. Okay, so if some of you have been feeling emotional, that's fine. That makes sense. We just had a full moon in Capricorn. Feel your feelings. This Ace of Swords also could tell me that some of you just recently cut ties with something, cut ties with somebody, put something to an end, closed some sort of door or chapter, and now you're just anticipating new beginnings, anticipating new people, new ideas, new thoughts, etc. But your emotions could be running high during this time, or they have been recently, because as you like close things out and you release things, there is some sort of like triggering and pain and emotion that can come with that. So that's totally normal. If your emotions have been running high, totally normal. We just had a full moon. Let them out, let it go, release. I am getting this message, it's better that it happened now rather than later. So it's better that this ending happened now rather than later, before the two of you were too connected, or before you in this situation were like bound together. With the 10 of Pentacles, this is like family, having kids, things like that. So it's better that it happened now rather than after you already had kids, or the two of you were already bound together through money or through marriage or something like that. So feel your feelings now. Emotions always give us data. So the more that you feel your feelings, the more information and data you're going to get, which helps to set your mind free, helps to give you clarity, and helps you to move on from a situation. So always, always, always feel your healing. Feel your feelings. Healing is feeling. Okay, any other messages for the collective? We're seeing your dreams need a practical plan. I'm also hearing it's okay not to be okay. It's okay to have bad days too. You don't always have to be on. You don't always have to be perfect. You don't always have to be the most confident, the most secure. It's okay not to be okay sometimes. It's okay to have bad days. Some of you, I feel like someone needed to hear that. But you are going to overcome this darkness, or overcome these challenges, overcome these obstacles. Your first card is the 6 of Wands, which is a card of breakthrough, success, victory, all of that, right? And then we're seeing your dreams need a practical plan. I've been getting this for myself and for a lot of my clients recently, where your dreams need a practical plan. And basically what Spirit's guiding us to do is to take a step back and to either journal or vision board or write down on a calendar, just really start planning out the rest of this year, planning out next 3 years, planning out the next 5 years, and obviously leave room for the universe to come in and do some things for us and to redirect us and shift us into our highest timeline, because we don't always know what's best for us. But putting energy into a plan and coming up with these ideas and writing things down will help the universe to know what it is that you really want, and will help the universe to bring this energy towards you. And it also frees up space in your mind, because you'll have written it down and you'll have put the energy out there and released it, and you're just basically allowing the universe to do what the universe does. You're allowing God to do what God does. You're surrendering and releasing control. That could also be something that some of you are being guided to do. What will be, que sera, sera, surrender, release control. And obviously it's easier said than done, but surrender, release control, that's the energy you're in right now. Your dreams need a practical plan. So start planning. Start thinking about the future. Start writing things down. Start vision boarding. Start planning. All right? I'm hearing everything always works out for you. Everything's always going to work out for you. Everything will work out for you. You can use that affirmation if you want. Maybe repeatedly say that over and over to yourself. Everything works out for me. Why is it so easy? Isn't it wonderful how everything is always working out for me? Affirmations really do work, for sure. All right, I hope that this helped you. Sending you love always. Take care of yourself. Stay hydrated, and I will see you next time. Peace.